going on, everybody? We are back for our second matchup of the night here in week number 2, as we are heading to the Challenger League with Assassins versus Earthquake. And I know normally I do have my camera rolling here, but unfortunately OBS does not like when I open OBS first and then my camera second. So the camera's now working. Me and Psycho, I wanted to match with him today. As he's coming back, Psycho, we got to match it up a little bit.
Yeah, quick. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. You had a boomer moment. You had a boomer moment, and that's just what it was. And it's
Okay.
okay. We can be real about it.
Okay. Okay. You know what? A little boomer moment. A little boomer moment. As yeah, had to open the camera application before I started my OBS. I figured out the audio thing. There's another audio thing. I have to open up the audio router before Rocket League, and I remembered that one, but I didn't remember this one. So we'll just have to survive with the pictures, but that is how it is. But anyways, Psycho, we're heading to the Challenger League here for our second matchup of the night. Two teams sitting here at 1-1 apiece. Looking to see who can come out the top here, as this week is conference matches, so a little bit more stakes when you get into in conference battles.
Yeah, a little bit more indeed. So I'm interested to see, how these two teams are able to how they react to each other on the pitch. And I'm looking here at the rosters, and unfortunately, I don't really know a lot of the names. I'm seeing, I feel like, some new names. I see on the Assassins they got Sky, but that's not a reliable name to me because there's like 9 people named Sky. But Joseph, and then Beat My R Neat. So that's a good name. And then Earthquake is rocking with Frizz. Unfortunately, Craig, which I'm pretty sure is the Craig that we do know here in
Yes.
Nemesis. And then Davey, which I believe is new from a new league, but seems to have a lot of people vouching for him.
Yeah, he did have some people vouching for him. He's the AGM of the Ground Effect organization. Flyfire left the server, so he's people are vouching for him, saying he could take over as the new GM. So we'll have to see about that. But we're more concerned about his Rocket League ability here. As we get into this one, looks like we got everyone joining the lobby, Psycho. So I'm gonna throw it right to you here. I know you said don't know too much about these teams, but do you have a prediction? Do you lean in one way or the other with your channel points, maybe?
Well, okay, so let's just go basically off of channel points. So there's no bias or anything for me. I am leaning towards Snap. I forgot who I voted
Uh,
for. I'm pretty sure Earthquake. I'm pretty sure I voted for Earthquake. I'm just playing the odds here. So I don't know. Yeah, I voted for Earthquake, playing the odds. I don't know too much about him. Unfortunately, Craig is on Earthquake, and I do know that Craig is pretty cracked. So I'm gonna settle on that. Earthquake is gonna take it in Game 5 because Craig's cracked.
Okay, well, fair enough. We'll have to see. You guys, the predictions are closed now. As Frizz is coming in and putting a goal here, started off, making Psycho look good.
Making me look good. It's not Craig, but Craig was a part of the play with a big dunk right there, able to put it towards the mid for Frizz to get that shot on the open net.
Yeah, nice one there to start things off. Is yeah, didn't even really get to introduce. Well, Psycho introduced the rosters, but you guys can see it here on your screen. Assassins rocking the home yellows here with Joseph. Sky is, oh my goodness, Sky with the fake as he puts it home. Wow, what a play!
I can't lie, I'm a little bit confused here. It looked like to me Sky was the defender,
Yeah.
and then he just kind of did a little half circle there and said, "Psych, that's an empty net, and I'm gonna have it."
Wow, that's one way to put in a goal to tie this one up. Only 30 seconds in, and they're able to put that one in the back of the net. So you also talked about Beat Ryan, who is Ryan from the Pawns last season, rocking the Assassins org this time, and then Craig, that is the one you talked about over here. An Earthquake, and speaking of the devil, he puts it home there and gives them the lead right back.
Unfortunately, Craig with the 4-minute 20-second goal gotta gives the props, able to put it off the backboard and self-serve his own 420 goal. I love it.
You love to see it there as he puts it home for Earthquake, who are able to give themselves the lead right back here in game number 1 on DFH Stadium. It's now Davey, AGM, looking to make some moves in the corner, but denied away for the moment. This one's popped back out of the middle. Beat is popping that one up as this one's off the backboard. Follow-up opportunity from Sky, and he puts another one home, and it's just answer after answer. This game's tied again. 4 goals in a minute, Psycho.
Yeah, these guys are going crazy. Beat my R and Neat just putting it off the backboard, and Sky with a nice little touch there, able to get the second touch and send it to the side, throw the defenders completely off.
Well, if this game keeps going, Psycho, we could be in for a show. Normally they don't keep going this high scoring, but 4 goals in 1 minute. I'm not a mathematician, but 20 goals in a game, that would be something. But I'm afraid I don't think that pace is gonna hold up.
Yeah, that pace rarely does hold up, and I also am not a mathematician, so I don't know the numbers that you just threw at me, but I have to assume they're right.
Hey, fair enough. It was quick math. We'll just pretend. Even if it was wrong, we'll pretend it was right.
Pretending, fake it till you make it, my guy. Oh my goodness, Beat our Neat!
He almost puts one in there as Assassin's on the attack there. And now, after that attack, it looks like Earthquake has made a good comeback here. And they're on the counter as Davey diving in. But this one's sent back. Craig trying to avoid 2 defenders. He stops it in front of his net, but it's wide open for Joseph, who comes in, and Assassins 3-2.
The Assassins are living up to their namesakes. They're assassinating their offensive zone, and they are doing such good offensive rotations. That sounded weird. They're doing such good. They have such good offensive rotations. They're just one after another, able to come in and keep the pressure alive for their team, and that's reflecting in their score.
Yeah, you can definitely see it after a couple of goals early. Really kind of finding themselves here in game number 1, but every time in this game we've seen an answer as Craig is there to Davey off the post and in, and another answer, Psycho, just goal after goal, and no one can seem to pull away.
Goal after goal, and my boy Craig coming in clutch for me, able to put his touch on every single Earthquake goal that has gone down right here. Him with the pass right there, and his teammate able to clean it up with a nice goal.
3-3 now. Just about to halfway in this game number 1 is Sky off the backboard looking for something. But not going to make it happen this time as Craig out in the midfield to Davey, who's sending it down. Joseph, last one back. Davey with the fake, and he takes his axles away to put the goal in.
Fake coming out from Davey right there. Oh my goodness, if you didn't vouch for this man before, vouch for him right now, because as you said, he broke them axles clean off.
You don't recover from those a lot of times, but Davey able to put the go-ahead goal. But if the trends continue in this game, Psycho, Assassins will be scoring in the next 15 seconds as a back and forth game continues on. As Frizz able to push this one back in the offensive zone, popping up high. Is Beat gonna send it out? Davey right back in though. Keeping this pressure going. Davey out in the midfield to Sky. He's going to send it down and right back into Earthquake's half. As this one, Joseph in the midfield. Craig. Joseph again looking for a pass, but no one quite there ready for it. Is now Davey taken to the Sky here. Saw him on the ground, but this time in the air, Sky able to get that one away. Is this one out in the midfield? Joseph looking for the shot, but he's off the crossbar there, just a little bit high. And Davey looking out for Craig on the counter attack, and it's gonna go in the bottom of the net. Craig gives Earthquake a 5-3 lead.
Fantastic pass play from Earthquake right here. Davey able to send that ball forward and finding Craig just in the perfect spot, who touched and placed that ball perfectly in the lower left 90.
Yeah, a great passing play there. It was almost an open net, but decided to get it over to a teammate there. Is now Sky is trying to look for a little bit of a fake as a demo comes out. The net is open, but a miss from Ryan there off the post. A tough one. After all the answers, and Craig is coming back with a vengeance, but not going to be able to put another one in this time. Is Davey on the dribble looking for some more fakes, but Sky, he's not having any of it as he flicks it up high over the defender. It's right there, but another miss comes out, and just missed opportunities from the Assassins here as Craig is coming back on it. But Psycho, those opportunities, they come back to bite you, especially in a game where there's been so many answers.
I agree, and if you're the Assassins, you don't want to drop those opportunities right now. You got 40 seconds to make something happen. You got 2 goals you need to make up just to be tied. You have to put those sort of things in, and you have to make the play happen. You have to seize the moment.
And with 25 seconds left, Assassins, they're going to look for a miracle here in the midfield. As Frizz is just keeping the offense going. TV looking for the demo, but Joseph making a save is last chance here. The hopes dwindling away as this ball floats high in the air. Davey just happy to waste away some time as the Assassins diving in. Can they get one here in the last second? Doesn't look like it. Well, actually, wait a minute. That one crossbar down and in, but it doesn't matter as that one is going to be a 5-4 victory for Earthquake.
And that is exactly what Assassins needed about 40 seconds ago to give them at least a little bit of cushion to make another goal happen so they could have tied up the match. But unfortunately, it came a little too late for the Assassins there. But, don't sleep on them. I think that is sort of them telling us that we're not done. We're going to move forward in game 2 and we're going to play just as hard, if not harder, to overcome the Earthquake.
Yeah, and really, it was a good battle back there at the end, Psycho, from the Assassins. I mean, the game was back and forth the entire time, but then Earthquake just a little bit, just did enough to pull away at the end. But all in all, a very close one here.
And by the scoreboard, I mean, it really came down to a point of accuracy. Assassins only putting one less shot than Earthquake on the board. So Earthquake was just a teensy bit more accurate, and that's essentially what gave them the win here. So if Assassins are able to just sort of dial in their shots, just take a little bit more time in their offensive zone, we might see a completely different outcome in game 2.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see in this one as things are getting rolling right onto Urban Central here as Assassins are looking to tie this series up, but Earthquake, they have other ideas, and we'll have to see who's going to come out swinging the first punch here. As Craig into the corner looking to stay with this one, but a nice challenge from Sky. Sends it to the corner. Frizz on the touch, going to pop it over one, looking to try to stay with that, but it's popped down in the midfield. Craig is going to block this one out, and he's on the counterattack. The net is wide open. No one on the defense there, and Craig has a wide open net to shoot at.
Looked like a little bit of a miscommunication from the Assassins because nobody sort of rotated back. Everybody was playing extremely forward. I couldn't tell who was supposed to be backwards in the rotation, which is why I call it a communication error, but clearly that is they didn't have that person back to fit in the goal.
Yeah, rotational mistakes, they can cost you here in these games, especially at the lower leagues. That's a lot of what makes the difference between these leagues and the higher leagues is it can be those rotations. There are some mechanics, obviously, can be a big difference, but a lot of times it's the rotations. As this one popped up here, Craig trying to find an angle, but not gonna happen this time. Is Davey towards the backboard, but a nice touch away. Buy his team a little bit of time as Frizz diving in. It's blocking that one in the corner. Davey on the catch. And Craig sending it right back in. Earthquake looking for more, but the Assassin's trying to get it out, but the pressure just keeps coming. Is this one an opportunity for Frizz, who puts it off the crossbar and out? But Earthquake is feeling himself offensively, Psycho, and that's one of the things we've seen from them. It happened right at the end of the last game, and it's kind of carried over to this game, is that they can find that offense, and they've got some really good pressure.
And if Assassins aren't careful, they're going to find a very similar match to game 1 here. I'm seeing some rotational issues. I'm seeing that they're leaving. Oh my goodness, beat my RNE, almost able to secure a goal. But I'm seeing that they're sort of leaving the net open a little bit more than is desirable whenever they've got Earthquake breathing down their neck.
And again, the rotations, having someone ready to defend, it's just not quite there. But despite all of that, Assassin's still more than in this game, only down by 1 here. And now Ryan trying to make something happen there, but he pitches it off the wall, and Earthquake, it's going to allow them to get right back in it with Frizz. Up in the midfield looking for Craig. A great pass down, but it's denied away by Ryan, who makes a great touch there as Earthquake again. Davey trying to potentially get it back to a teammate as he pumps Sky out of the way. This one sent up. Now Joseph taking it down. What can he do with it? Looking for a flip. Gonna pop it out, but not gonna go this time as Davey down the field once more. And yes, Psycho, after that last game, this is definitely a change of pace. We saw so many goals scored in that game. I believe it was 9 in total in that game, and 4 in the first minute, and we only have 1 in this entire game so far. So a completely different affair in this one.
Yeah, I agree. We're seeing the mentality of the players change as they realize that they need to be a little bit more defensive minded, especially the Assassins, as they were not able to clinch the win in game 1, and they're currently down by 1 in game 2. But I think even Earthquake has sort of slowed things down on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, definitely. They're kind of just playing patient. I think they know they've got the goal, and they're happy to sit on it. As this one looking for more, actually, as I say that, Frizz coming through on the counter attack, and again the rotations just last defender beat, and Frizz gonna make them pay.
Yeah, and we're seeing the same sort of breakdown from the Assassins here. Not able to, the third man is just not staying back far enough, and the Earthquake just gets the slightest bit of a breakaway, and it's completely detrimental for the Assassins.
Ooh, that's almost an opportunity there for the Assassins. Really, their first real opportunity as Frizz sends this one down and open. That's a shoot at, but it crossbars out. An unfortunate bounce for Earthquake, as now it's going to allow the Assassins on the counter attack. But Davey taking it slow, trying to get some more fakes there. Saw the crazy fake in the last game, but not going to happen this time. As now a little bit of a team bump comes out there. It leaves things awkward as Joseph down to Sky, who's sending it back towards the net, but Frizz. Great positioning from him as he's just waiting. Joseph down in the middle, and finally Assassins break through. It seemed like they've been so close so many times in this one, Psycho, and finally able to connect.
And they have been putting some pressure on. What a great pass coming out from Josef right there, able to get it down to the mid for his teammate to clean up, taking advantage of the fact that the Earthquake just let the smallest gap in their defense be exploited.
That's all it takes sometimes. Just one little mistake, one little gap, and a great play from the Assassins, who are looking to tie this series up. Can they do it, though, as this one popped up? Ryan towards the middle. The net's open, kind of, but Davey is there. Joseph decided not to go as Sky. Some great control here. He's on the dribble. What can he do? He pops it over to right there is Craig. Able to race back, and last chance here for the Assassins, but Frizz, he's up there first. Able to send it down. He's looking for more. Trying to buy some time for his team. As Joseph on the dribble, going to flick by one. This ball out of the middle. A great demo as Davey dives in. And now last hope for the Assassins. They have to take it the length of the pitch here. Craig to the corner. As Sky keeping it up. Can they keep it alive? Earthquake able to send it across. His Assassins double commit. Is this one going to stay up? No. Craig is going to ground it, and Earthquake are going to come out and take game number 2.
And that is exactly what you want moving forward as Earthquake. Setting yourself up for the sweep, putting the Assassins in the situation where now you have these almost insurmountable odds in front of you. If you're going to be demoralized one way or another, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, going down 2-0. You know, we saw in the last game though, Psycho, on stream, is that we saw a little bit of a battle back in game number 3. It was a little bit of a roster change with Whiteout able to come back and win game 3 and give themselves a chance in game 4. You know, we saw the recipe in that one. You know, do Assassins have what it takes, Psycho?
I think that they do have what it takes. I think that just like in game 1 and game 2, this is sort of boiled down to accuracy. Now, the Assassins in game 2 didn't keep up with in the shot department with Earthquake like they did in game 1, but they still did put quite a few shots on net. So if they're able to just dial that in, if they're able to just put a couple more shots in the net instead of on the net, I think we're going to see a much different game here. I think that they still are very much capable of performing this reverse sweep.
We'll have to find out, and that is how you started off, Psycho, with the first goal in game number 3 as Ryan comes through and puts it home.
And that's his name, Ryan? That's what we're going to call him now?
Ryan. It was Ryan. Yeah, I'm calling Ryan.
We're calling Ryan with a catching the big pass off of Joseph right there. Got to give props where props are due.
I just think it's a little bit easier, you know, a little bit easier than beat my meat there, and that's what it's supposed to be. But a little bypassing here and there with the, I believe, PlayStation, Xbox username, one of the two, but we'll call him Ryan just to keep things family friendly a little bit.
Oh yeah, if he's console, he doesn't even really deserve a name.
Console moment, but we love Synets here, by the way. But
oh, we do?
Well, you know, depends. As this one gonna go in the back of the net. Craig coming home to tie it up.
Unfortunately, Craig showing up in game 3. He didn't have much of a name in game 2, but definitely showing up in game 3 with the first shot for Earthquake, the first goal for Earthquake.
Able to find that one in the back of the net, and we talked about Craig being one of those guys to watch out for. He's been around in the Challenger League before, and he's just been around the block when it comes to Challenger League. So definitely a Nemesis veteran here. And he's all the used to being in these matches and making a name for himself, as he was a great player last season. And this one, he's looking for more as he sends it down towards the net, just a little bit wide though, as Sky can't connect, and Frizz is coming home, but Joseph gonna come in just in time, and a great save again. No, it's not a great save. It's going in the back of the net, as Frizz is gonna get credit.
I mean, it was a great save. It was a save he had to make. There was no choice. The second touch that he made, questionable. But I mean, when you're in that situation, you're panicking. What do? You just hope a teammate clears it. Nobody cleared it for Joseph. He did what he could.
Yeah, and to be fair, I think you're right. That one had to be saved because that ball, I think Davey was coming in hot, looking to score that one in the back of the net, so he had to jump, and unfortunately, that just goes in the back of the net. But Assassins, they still live to fight another day here, as Davey's going to steal all the boost and leave it for his teammate Frizz, who's taking it the other way. And now they're by 2. Frizz towards the backboard. Sky has to get a clear here, and a great one from Sky. As Craig looking to stay with this one. Assassins really got to get things going as they send it out of the midfield. An opportunity and a turnaround. The follow again, but it's denied away by Craig. And Assassins, just when you think it might go right for them, some amazing saves come up from Earthquake.
Yeah, Earthquake putting in the work on the defense right now, for sure. As, oh my goodness, not enough defense. Joseph coming in and finding a chink in that armor.
Yeah, and Frizz colliding head-to-head with the Assassins player, and Joseph just puts it home. Just a monumental demo trade in the net opens things up. And wow, able to tie it up again, looking a little bit more like game 1. Is this one towards the net? It's going to go in, and that is also looking like game 1 with an immediate answer.
Craig said, unfortunately, I like having the lead, so I'm going to go ahead and put this, off the kickoff straight in. What was that, off the post? Who gets a shot like that?
Hey, perfectly placed off the kickoff. As we talked about this guy, Craig, stepping up for his team, and really, I've actually liked the way Earthquake has performed as a whole as well. A lot of them looking really good here. But Assassins, all in all, despite being down 2-0 in this series, have kept all these games close. I think everyone has been a 1-goal game. As now 2 minutes left to find another answer. Can they find it here? Will Earthquake be walking home with the brooms on hand? As Sky up for this one, can't quite find the power he was looking for, as Joseph dives on it. Davey, able to send it down, has an opportunity on net off the backboard. Follow from Frizz is going to go in. He puts it home, and Earthquake 4-2, padding the lead a little bit more.
Yeah, unfortunately for Assassins, they're just making the same mistakes. They're overcommitting. They're not the person who's supposed to be assuming the third man role is not staying back far enough. So so that Earthquake catches these blocks in the midfield, and they're able to just get breakaway after breakaway.
It's really been the same story all series long for the Assassins. Unfortunately, almost like the last series where we talked about Whiteout, where Yuseko and Scroll were talking about the backboard. They just couldn't defend the backboard, and here it's just the rotations, the third man just not ready. As I say that Joseph makes a save, but sometimes it's one little thing in a series, Psycho, that can really just spell disaster. You could be playing good in a lot of aspects, but one little thing like rotations or backboard defense, and all of a sudden, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're all humans at the end of the day, and we all fall into patterns. We have habits that we do, and you can learn to exploit those patterns, and you can see those patterns. And I think that's what Earthquake has done here. I think that they're seeing the defensive patterns of the Assassins, and they're seeing the holes, and they're exploiting those holes. And that sounded weird.
Hey, well, you didn't have to say that. Now it's weird. Now that you said that, it's weird.
Okay.
I wouldn't have thought it was weird until you said it. Now I'm thinking a little bit, Psycho.
Damn it. Darn it.
But anyways, Earthquake, a 4-2 lead here, and they're looking for more. Is this one timed in the midfield? But Davey can't connect. And now the Assassins, their hopes and dreams of this winning this series, rest on these last 30 seconds. As this one out of the midfield, Sky trying to get to it, but Davey just able to send it away, and he is wasting time away like a champ. As this one sent up in the air, Davey just happy to keep touching the ball towards the net, and it's gonna roll in, and that might just be the dagger as Craig rolls 1-0.
Yeah, it's going to be a really hard deficit to come back from. Unfortunately, Craig is going to put another net in. I mean, unfortunately for the Assassins, but I mean, 3 goals in 16 seconds. Let's say it's mathematically possible, but highly improbable.
Yeah, and after that clear and maybe another goal from Davey, he's off the kickoff, the 6th goal. I think we could say it's impossible.
Yeah, unfortunately, Craig rolling in with almost 800 score. We've seen, I gotta say, we've had some pretty good stream matches out of these first 2, because we've seen 2 potential players of the week on stream this week.
Yeah, we saw Sand in the last game, and now you're seeing Craig really pop off for his team, especially when they needed him most. And he's going to lead his team to a victory, and he might be looking for one more style play at the end, but the backboard denial comes away from the Assassins, but too little too late here as this one finally touches the ground. Psycho, Earthquake coming home with a commanding victory, but really the Assassins, they weren't too far off, but Earthquake just a little bit too much to handle.
No, and this is almost one of the worst defeats to undergo what the Assassins just saw. Where you're not getting completely blown out. I know that last match they kind of got blown out there, but the first and the second match they really held their own. And then to get swept when you're playing so well it's a really demoralizing thing. It's hard to go through something like that. But hats off to the Assassins. All 3 of those guys played really solid Rocket League.
Yeah, definitely. I would have to agree with you there. They weren't out of this series by any means. It was just a little bit too much to handle, like I said, with the way Earthquake performed at the close of that series with Craig. 800 score from him, 3 goals. Davey and Frizz contributing as well. But really a great performance out here in the Challenger League. And now we're gonna have to see, Psycho, like we said, these conference matchups. They're spicing things up. You like to see it here, as things get a little bit important, a little bit more important. Not that non-conference matches aren't important, but with the importance of in-conference matchups coming around in Nemesis for week 2 and week 3, the kind of that intensity ramps up. You had the first week to prepare, and now you really kind of gotta hit your stride here to start the season, so you can make sure you're looking good.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And honestly, I mean, I'm personally not even being biased just because I'm in Nemesis, but I'm really impressed with season 1 and so far season 2 matchups. All the teams that have been on stream so far, even the teams that have been swept, have really put on a good show. These guys have really hit the pitch with the mentality of we're going to play, we're here to win, and we're going to do the best that we absolutely can.
That's what you love to see about Nemesis. Everyone going at it. It's a great community to be a part of, and also very competitive. I know everyone out here trying their hardest to win, and It's been a great start so far, but we are not done yet. As our next matchup of the night is going to take us to the Prospect League, where our one and only C Money, the media lead himself, will actually be on stream in this next matchup for the Wyverns. They are 1-1 heading into this matchup, taking on the Warhawks, who are 0-2, the expansion org this season, the Aeronautics expansion org. Cool name out there, and Psycho. I think you might have a little rooting interest in this next matchup, being the AGM for Aeronautics.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, these are my boys coming out here. The Warhawks are gonna go ahead and they've had a little bit of a rough start, but I think they have a solid squad. I think that from this point forward they can only get better. I think that they're building chemistry really well together. So it's definitely gonna be an interesting matchup, and I'm excited to see how they do.
I'm excited as well. We're gonna see who is gonna take home the victory in that next matchup. Coming in just a little bit, Magic Pepperoni and Merely are coming to the casters booth in just a little bit. So stick around. Make sure you guys follow the channel if you haven't already, and check out the Discord down below so you guys don't miss any of the next things that Nemesis has to offer. We'll see you guys in just a little bit.